Ladies and gentlemen, may I please have your attention? Please have your tickets in hand before you board the plane. Thank you.
Hello and welcome. I'm Johan Castell and you're watching Wings. On the show today, a dream come true for visitors and residents of Kashmir who will now get a train connection from New Delhi. We feature the Theyyam folk tradition in southern India. We also give you the lowdown on the Michelin Guide 2025, which was just released. Let's start. It's a dream come true for the people of Kashmir Valley. The Vande Bharat sleeper train is set to open a route from New Delhi to Srinagar railway station. Kashmir Valley will now be connected to the rest of the country via rail link. The people of Jammu and Kashmir and tourists are excited that the railway link will start for the public on April 19. The Srinagar-New Delhi rail link has been in the making for the last 20 years. Finally, the time has come for Srinagar to be connected to New Delhi via rail. According to government sources, the Vande Bharat train service from New Delhi to Katra to Srinagar would be inaugurated and started from April 19 onwards. The trials have been done and successful.
For the first time ever in the history of Jammu and Kashmir, a train that left from New Delhi and reached Katra is the Vande Bharat train that left today morning from the Katra railway station and for the first time ever has reached the Srinagar railway station.
The vision of our Honorable Prime Minister to connect Kashmir with the rest of the rail network, it resulted in a very fast execution of the USBRL project in the last 10 years. And the fruits of that hard work is being, we were bearing witness to those efforts today in the form of Vande Bharat train arriving in Kashmir Valley. And definitely it's going to be an all-weather connectivity, so it's going to immensely benefit the local population and the tourism sector here.
Kashmiri people have been waiting for the Srinagar-New Delhi rail link for decades. The tourism stakeholders have been the happiest with the news of the rail link between Srinagar and New Delhi. Kashmir Valley is a tourist destination, and the most significant impact of having a rail link will be on this industry. Kashmir Valley is waiting for a tourist boom after the start of the service, as it would be a cheap and easy mode of transport while coming to the valley.
The train travel would be extremely cheap for the people to travel from different parts of the country to the Kashmir Valley, while as this train has finally, the trial has been done.
We have been waiting for this wonderful thing to arrive for a long time. Huge beneficial for the local people, for tourism as well as for every citizen.
The business community of Kashmir Valley have welcomed this step. Most business people believe it will be one of the biggest game changers in the history of Jammu and Kashmir, taking business and tourism to new peaks. The 800-kilometer-long railway track from Srinagar to New Delhi will be covered within 13 hours of travel time, plus a stopover at Katra, where the passengers have to deboard the train for security reasons. The railway track, which runs on the most challenging terrain of the Himalayas, will have more bridges and tunnels than any other railway track in India. The track will have around 900 plus bridges, with 38 tunnels. The longest train tunnel is the Pir Panjal Railway Tunnel, measuring 11.21 kilometers. And also the world's highest arch bridge over the Chenab River, with a height of 359 meters, making it higher than the Eiffel Tower of Paris. The tourists coming to Kashmir Valley have welcomed the step and said that having a train service to Srinagar would mean less money and affordable travel for the middle class. For those who have always wanted to visit Kashmir but found the flight prohibitively expensive, the new Vande Bharat sleeper train will be a godsend. The time to see Kashmir for the masses has finally come. India has many religious festivals and cultural performances. Among the most ancient and captivating is Theyyam, a ritualistic folk tradition deeply rooted in southern India. Take a look.
In North Malabar, divinity is not distant, but present among the people through Theyyam. Meaning God or the incarnation of God, Theyyam is a sacred ritual in which gods and spirits manifest through performers. Theyyam is predominantly performed in North Malabar. This includes the Kannur district in Kerala, areas of Wayanad, the Kozhikode district's northern regions, and some Karnataka areas. This centuries-old practice merges dance, music, ritual, and storytelling, transforming performers into living deities. The performers of this sacred tradition mainly belong to the Malayali and Vannan communities, both recognized as scheduled castes. While performers from other minor communities also partake, these two groups have historically held the primary role and are considered the chief performers. Costumes and facial makeup play a pivotal role in Theyyam, symbolizing divine transformation. The complexity of the attire varies depending on the character being portrayed, with elaborate headdresses, vibrant colors, and intricate designs adding to the spectacle. Theyyam is an integral part of family and village traditions. Many families have a Theyyam as their family deity, while villages also dedicate a Theyyam as their god. These divine performances are conducted in homes and temples as annual rituals or special offerings on significant occasions. Despite modern influences, the local communities continue to safeguard and celebrate Theyyam, ensuring its endurance as a living tradition that bridges the divine and the earthly.
The Michelin Guide 2025 is out. Created 125 years ago as a handbook for motorists in France, it has become the ultimate authority on fine dining worldwide. This year's edition brings not only prestige, but also a few surprises. Take a look.
The Michelin Guide, now an iconic dining guide, had humble beginnings. It was first created to encourage road travel, providing motorists with maps, tire-changing tips, and fuel station locations. Founded in 1889 by André and Edouard Michelin in Clermont-Ferrand, their tire company aimed to boost automobile use in France, where cars were scarce. Initially free, the guide was later sold for 7 francs in 1920 after André Michelin saw his beloved guides being used to prop up a workbench in a tire shop. Recognizing its growing influence, the Michelin brothers introduced restaurant reviews and hired anonymous inspectors. By 1926, the guide awarded restaurants single stars, later evolving into the prestigious 3-star system we know today. The much-anticipated Michelin Guide 2025 has been released, setting the stage for celebrations and controversies in haute cuisine. On Monday, the prestigious guide unveiled its latest rankings, bestowing new stars on 68 restaurants across France. A 3rd star for Christopher Coutenceau at La Rochelle propels the establishment back into the coveted 3-star category in Michelin's 2025 France Guide.
Obviously, as you can imagine, it's an intense and immense joy for me, my family, and the entire team, because it's the restaurant's star, but it's also their star. It's part of their journey. Thanks to all these hands, we manage to do this beautiful work every day. So it's the restaurant's star, and it's important to bring it back to them today.
C'est l'étoile à tout le restaurant et je suis bien content de leur ramener aujourd'hui.
Le Coquillage, a seafood restaurant in Brittany, also joined the highly coveted 3-star category.
I'm very honored to receive this award with my wife Maureen, and I'm naturally thinking of all our teams, our producers, our market gardeners, our oyster farmers who shape the Breton landscape and our cuisine. I'm thinking of my sister Matilda, who finds me the most beautiful spices. Without her, my cooking wouldn't have the same flavor. Of course, I'm delighted to offer these 3 stars to my parents. 20 years later, we're back with 3 stars. And it's true that this moment is the moment to say something. And I think that cuisine should be the bearer of a message of peace.
Michelin Guide's director, Gwendol Poulenek, addressed an audience of 600 chefs, acknowledging the current global challenges, but emphasizing the resilience and creativity of the culinary world. France remains a dominant force in Michelin-endorsed restaurants, boasting 31 3-starred restaurants, 81 2-starred restaurants, and 542 restaurants with 1 star. This is more than any other country covered by the guide. Among this year's other notable recipients is Philippe Etchebest, who secured a 2nd star for his Bordeaux-based restaurant, Maison Nouvelle. A household name in France, Etchebest is widely recognized for his appearances on television culinary shows like Top Chef.
We believe it without believing it, but in any case, at the end of it all, very proud of the teams. I'm also very proud of my wife, who's been with me for 30 years, and with whom we've climbed every step of the way to get here. And frankly, it's great to be able to share this with the people you love, and with the invaluable colleagues who are always there for you.
Over the years, the Michelin Guide has made efforts to move beyond its reputation for exclusivity, recognizing a broader spectrum of dining experiences, from honoring street food vendors in Thailand and Singapore to awarding a star to a taco stand in Mexico City last year. The guide continues to evolve to reflect the changing dynamics of the food industry. Beyond France, Japan ranks 2nd in the number of 3-star establishments, followed by Spain, Italy, and the United States. As the culinary world continues to evolve, the Michelin Guide remains a coveted benchmark of excellence, shaping the careers of chefs and the dining choices of gastronomes worldwide.
Next, we take you to Tirana, where classic and vintage vehicles cruise past onlookers at the Albania Automotive Fair. Take a look. In the heart of Tirana, Mother Teresa and Italia squares have been transformed into a temporary racetrack, not for speed, but to showcase the elegance of classic cars. This event is part of Automotive Fair Albania, highlighting the country's automotive evolution. Once restricted from private cars under communism, Albania now has 960,000 vehicles for its 2.4 million people.
Very nice, very good to see that Albania, where 40 years ago no private cars were allowed, has developed so quickly and is so positive with classic cars.
Organized by the Old Cars Club from Bari, Italy, the fair blends retro nostalgia with modern automotive innovation. Races, rally showcases, and exhibitions attract enthusiasts and industry professionals alike.
There are among you all such beauties, values and jewels which you cannot easily find anywhere else. You see together innovation and economy. You have road education and safety. You have green mobility you'll see in the next days. Tourism. There are people coming from Kosovo, from the region, from neighboring countries. There are activities in the capital, Tirana. which nowadays is the Mediterranean capital of culture and dialogue.
Dei dialogo di culturas, dei dialogo si ç'është Tirana.
International participation has surged, reflecting Albania's growing appeal.
In Tirana, I found very hospitable people. I found people interested in vintage cars, and this makes me happy. If it happens again, I will come here again gladly, because it is a country that I like. It is a very hospitable city.
The country has become a top tourist destination since the pandemic, drawing 10 million visitors last year, up from just 1 million a decade ago. Now let's move to Italy, where Rome has employed a robot to welcome tourists. The bilingual AI-equipped robot can provide information, while developers work to add more languages.
Hi, Adriano. What are you doing here?
I am here to assist visitors with information about the temple of Vibia Sabina, the Empress.
Adriano, Rome's first robotic employee, began work on March 27 at the ancient temple of Hadrian and Vibia Sabina, greeting tourists and sharing Rome's rich history. Equipped with AI and advanced robotic hands, Adriano can shake hands, hold objects, and provide information in Italian and English, with more languages in development.
The special feature of this robot is that its arms mimic human muscles. So the motors that simulate the arms, which are cubes, were built by the startup Cubia Robotics.
With 36 sensors for mapping and self-localization, Adriano's humanoid design allows it to display realistic facial expressions, making interactions more engaging. Developers are also working on a remote tour feature that will enable virtual visits to the temple via a visor.
Rome is an ancient city, made 2,000 years ago, but it is also a city that looks to the future. We want to carry the greatness of Rome for another 2,000 years. How can we do this? By using new technologies, making it possible to tell a story that is always the same, but which spans centuries and millennia. In this, Adriano helps us narrate stories from 2,000 years ago, projected into the coming years.
This project, a collaboration between the Rome Chamber of Commerce, the Italian Institute of Technology, Sapienza University, and QB Robotics, took 18 months and involved over 30 experts in robotics and AI. If you're looking for an adrenaline rush or a fairy tale escape, Europe's amusement parks are the perfect summer destination. From magical kingdoms to thrilling roller coasters, these parks offer a world-class entertainment for all ages. Here are some of the top amusement parks in Europe that you can explore this summer.
Pack your bags and get ready for an unforgettable adventure this summer at Europe's most famous amusement parks. Whether you're looking for Disney magic, adrenaline-pumping rides, or a nostalgic escape, Europe has something for everyone. No list of amusement parks is complete without the enchanting Disneyland Paris. Just a short journey from the heart of the French capital, this iconic resort welcomes millions of visitors annually. Since opening in 1992, it has grown into Europe's most visited theme park, featuring 2 distinct parks. Disneyland Park, and Walt Disney Studios Park. Step into a fantasy world as you explore timeless attractions like It's a Small World, Big Thunder Mountain, Pirates of the Caribbean, and Star Wars Hyperspace Mountain. With its breathtaking parades, spectacular fireworks, and character meet and greets, Disneyland Paris guarantees a magical experience for visitors of all ages. Next up is the Europa Park in Germany. This is a dream destination for thrill seekers and theme park enthusiasts. Located in Rust, this is Europe's largest non-Disney theme park, boasting over 100 attractions spread across themed areas representing 18 European nations. One of its standout features is Rulantica, a stunning Scandinavian-inspired water park featuring cutting-edge slides and wave pools. Europa Park is a family-run business, and at 75 years of age, Roland Mack runs the German amusement park. He personally tests the rides to ensure they deliver the ultimate thrill.
I am always the first to test the installations. That is also part of the process. And when you build something yourself and bring it to life for the customers, it is natural to want to try it out, to get a feel for it yourself, and try it out for myself.
And finally, we head to Tivoli Gardens. If you want a mix of nostalgia and excitement, Tivoli Gardens in Copenhagen is the place to be. This legendary park, which dates back 175 years, is believed to have served as an inspiration for Walt Disney when he created Disneyland. Tivoli Gardens offers a perfect blend of old-world charm and modern-day thrills. Soar through the skies on rides like the Star Flyer, Vertigo, and Golden Tower. Beyond the rides, Tivoli is famous for its picturesque gardens, world-class restaurants, and lively concert programs. The park's unique design draws influences from Art Deco and Oriental architecture, making it one of the most visually stunning amusement parks in the world.
That's all for this week, but we'll return next weekend with more of the best experiences worldwide for those who love traveling. Until then, it's me, Johan Castell, signing off. Goodbye.